ones, empaths, the narcissist, as soon as they set eyes on you, right? As soon as they set eyes on you, they realized they had something of high value. They realized this very soon on. Very, very soon on. You know, it could have been in the first exchanges of messages, or when they first even laid eyes on you. Possibly you might have been involved in an interaction with another person, and they just saw you and they realized that they need you in their life. You know, you have to understand that, especially at the beginning, they needed you. I know right now they're possibly making out to you, I don't need you, I don't care about you, I don't want you, right? But all of that's illusionary. You have to take it back to basics. You have to take it back to the foundations, even though it's very fragile foundations what it was built upon, because the narcissist is toxic. But I'm trying to say, to the very essence and the very beginning of the situation with the narcissist, they saw your potential, but they never let you know about your potential. They never let you know about it. And the closer that you come to realizing your worth, you know, like, for example, if you were at work and you got complimented about your expertise or in a certain field, or and you tried to share this with, like, you know, if you share good news with family and they're happy for you, you know, not toxic family, but like good loving family members, the narcissist was never happy for you. They would undermine you. They would shun you. They wouldn't let you realize your potential. And they would often gaslight you to the point of where you think you're crazy, you know. The narcissist their main goal and aim was to stop you realizing your potential. They're basically like a dream assassin. They've been sent by the enemy to stop you realizing what you are. And right now, you know what you are. You know you're an empath. You know you're a chosen one. They failed their mission. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Help your brother out. It will take 2 seconds of your time. Thank you. But you've got to understand that through the relationship, the everyday ins and outs and circumstances that played out during those days, they really didn't want you to realize your value. They knew that if you realize your value, you'll be done with them. And oftentimes, our relationships with the narcissist ended before we even realized our value. You know, oftentimes it's taken for the ending of the relationship for us to kind of regain our senses, for us to kind of get a foot on the ground and actually start to analyze the situation and realize, yo, we're worth way more than they ever made us think we were. You know what I'm saying? That's how it often plays out. And this was because you had a dream assassin next to you. The person you laid with at night, or the person that was closely integrated with your family. You know, a counterfeit soulmate or a toxic family member. They gaslit you. They made you think you were crazy. They made you think you were the problem. They made you possibly even go to marriage counseling, and they made it seem like you were the whole issue in the marriage counseling, and the psychologist probably believed them. You know, this is the sad story that happens to a lot of empaths, and you know, you should feel privileged and proud that you've managed to see through the rouge and through the manipulation and the lies and the gaslighting to realize your value. Because there's many chosen ones and empaths that end up, you know, maybe through reactive abuse doing something they later regret to the narcissist. So many chosen ones that empaths are in psych wards and prison. I'm not saying that prison's filled up with empaths, but I'm saying there are empaths in prison and are empaths in psych wards, and they never really even know their potential. So you should count yourself fortunate that you've been able to distinguish the true nature of what's really been going on, and you've been able to break it down, analyze it, and see that the narcissist was running rings around you, right? Their whole game, their whole intention, like, because for them to stand next to you, they needed you to feel like you were less than, you know. They needed you to feel like you're less than. They didn't even feel comfortable walking down the street with you. You know, they felt insecure just about another person looking at you. You know, they felt insecure just about you engaging with other individuals, just in case these people take you away from them. This is how it was in my situation. I believe it was like that in yours. Just everyday outings, you know, if you was at work or you were dealing with the shopkeeper or something like this. The narcissist, if they were the same sex as you, the narcissist would be so insecure that someone's coming along to steal their shiny toy. This is how they got down. This is how they got down with us, right? And once they realized that other people would be interested in us, which they knew other people would be interested in us, then we're a highly valuable sort of supply. And they realized that, you know, other people posed a threat, say. It wasn't even like we was entertaining other people or cheating on them. They just felt other people posed a threat. They needed to make you and gaslight you to the point where you don't know your own potential, you don't realize your own value, and you're brainwashed into thinking that the narcissist is the prize. That's ultimately what they wanted to do. They wanted to brainwash you through gaslighting you to make you think that they're the prize. And oftentimes, why the relationship ran its course is because they got so insecure. In my case, I don't know, comment in the comment section if it's the same with you, but in my situation, I was going to start work at a university, right? And to be honest with you, the narcissist done devaluation. I remember them saying to me, oh, you're just earning that much money. And me, you know, the thing is like, a lot of the times when the narcissist done these underhanded comments or these weird comments, you know, derogatory devaluation, I used to freeze. I don't know about you, but it used to catch me so off guard. Like, and I'm quick-tongued. I am quick-tongued, you know, in certain circumstances. I am quick-tongued. Like, I bounce back with responses, but I didn't respond. But they was like, oh, is that how much money you're getting? Like, oh, is that all you're getting? And I thought to myself, I didn't even have time to really think and process it. I just froze. And this is because the narcissist was insecure about me working at a university with university students thinking they're going to start throwing themselves at me. And to be honest, I was loyal, loving, kind. I would have never cheated on a narcissist. And if I ever did, for example, I would have probably been so angry at myself for forsaking God and for committing illicit acts of sexual intercourse that I would have actually probably it would have broken me down more than it would have even probably broken the narcissist down, because I was getting very in tune with God and I had a lot of morals and things like that. But this is actually why the breakup began to start, and the narcissist hatched a plan of trying to put me through a devaluation, a smear campaign and a discard, because they saw me slipping out of the clutches of their hands. And this is what I'm saying. That's another reason of stopping me realizing my potential, you know. My skills were needed at a certain job. The job wanted me, and the narcissist just devalued me to the point of making that job seem like it's not even worth going to. Basically just because they were insecure about me possibly moving on, right? And you need to look for the signs. If you've still got them around you, they do this to you on a daily basis. They gaslight you. They make you think you're crazy. You know, even in arguments. I remember arguments I used to have with a narcissist, and there was something that they done wrong. And they would gaslight me and twist the whole thing around and make me think it's my fault. You know, then I'm apologizing for something I didn't do. They even done that on the last days. I was apologizing for something that I didn't even do. And they're all acting cold and stern and, you know. And I'm apologizing, saying, sorry. And it was them. It was at fault. They're proper evil. Someone that could do that to someone and actually have someone apologize to you and you ain't even done nothing wrong. The person ain't even done nothing wrong. It's really sick and twisted. And ultimately, I base it down to their devils. You know, they're devils. They're just walking, talking devils, man. And this is why the divine intervention took place. I always mention the divine intervention because it's a crucial part of it. You got to understand it was, no matter what the narcissist planned, No matter what these devils planned, God always knew their plans before they even planned them, right? And a divine intervention took place, which was the separation of yourself. So never think that the narcissist ended it with you. You got to give thanks to God why their relationship ended. But just look out for the signs. If you're still involved with them, just look out for the signs of gaslighting. You need to realize your potential, because you're high value, and they've known it from the very beginning. They've always known you were better than them. They've always known this. They've always known that you were better than them. So trust me, if you're separated, or if this is still fresh and you're still currently dealing with them, you're worth a lot more than them. And if it's over, look back in retrospect and try to analyze of what I've said today, and you'll realize that the narcissist was always trying to stop you reaching your potential. They're not a builder. They don't help you. They're not like a spouse that will help and you'll build together, build an empire together. They're not like that. They just want to tear you down. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and the subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find a link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find a link in the description box. Currently, I have the secondary channel, the spiritual channel. It's more about moving forward and stuff of that nature. So if you want to check that out, the link for that channel is also in the description box. So anyway, back with another video soon. Peace.